What's up, people, and welcome back to another episode of my usual ramblings in Football Weekly Ramblings. This is probably the last episode for this time, as club football is pretty much done and international football is just about to begin. But let's recap the last two big events of last month and I guess the start of this month, and then conclude with whatever other ramblings I have got left to do. So let's begin with the Conference League final, as Olympiacos faced off against Fiorentina, which was a pre-average final, below average I guess, and it was just very slow, very just not that exciting I guess. And I guess in the end, Olympiacos managed to score in extra time to secure the first ever European trophy and being the first Greek team to secure the first European trophy in the country. So they can just flex all over Panathinaikos, AEK and PAOK, as they will always have that European trophy at the moment, unless PAOK, AEK or Panathinaikos or any other rival challenge to get that Conference League as well. But other than that, the only advantage is they got 2 more spots in the Champions League second qualifying for next season I guess. But that's about it for the Conference League. And our last 3 winners are Roma with Mourinho, West Ham with Moyes and Bowen, and Olympiacos with the last minute winner. Well, not really last minute winner, but extra time winner. So yeah, these are the 3 winners in the Conference League, and I just can't wait for next season and see who can get the Conference League again. Will be Fiorentina, as Fiorentina balled it 2 times. They already lost to West Ham and Olympiacos, and once again they will be in the Conference League next season. 3rd time lucky for Fiorentina. However, they faced off against the Europa League winners Atalanta in a pretty much throwaway game to conclude the Serie A season, and Fiorentina wins 3-2 against Atalanta, which was all for nothing, as Fiorentina fans aren't that excited with that win. They wanted to win against the Olympiacos, but they just show no fight, I guess. So that's about it for Fiorentina and the Conference League talk. But the main talk is the Champions League final. I've been to Central London last weekend to see the Champions League trophy, which was an amazing moment, as I attended the Champions League festival, which you can check out my TikTok about it. In regards to the final at Wembley, it was Real Madrid against Dortmund, and another crazy final, which was pre-deadlocked for 70-some minutes, and then once Royce came in, Real Madrid took advantage and scored 1 goal through a header from Carvajal, and then a second goal, which was a major error from Dortmund, which meant Real Madrid won their 15th Champions League trophy, and Dortmund balled it once again at Wembley. And what can I say? Dortmund, biggest what if of all time, I guess. But at least they got the 1997 Champions League trophy, so at least there's that. And then the Saudi King Cup. The Saudi King Cup happened between Al Hilal and Al Nassr. And the only thing that I can describe about that is that Ronaldo was very much in tears because of a penalty loss, as Al Nassr let him down once again. But at least he can be in the Euros. But my only issue with that is that Ronaldo could stay benched, as Portugal kind of starting to move away from him. Like, they're just not relying on him as extremely as they were back in like 2016. And even in 2016, he got injured and Eder scored for them, which won the final. But all the cameras are on Ronaldo hugging Sir Alex and whatnot. But what I'm basically saying is, Ronaldo, despite the fact that he's playing in Saudi Arabia, still is a passionate player. And when he loses, he in a way, he kind of just is heartbroken by any loss. His winning mentality is just crazy, despite the fact that he's pretty much behind Messi now. Unless he wins the second Euros, then maybe he can be on par with Messi, in my opinion. But we shall see what Cristiano Ronaldo do in the Euros. But other than that, that's all I had to say in regards to that topic. And now with the club football pretty much done for the season's pretty much done. Up next is just a couple international break friendlies before the Euros begin, and I'm just gonna talk about the predictions for each match. So we have England versus Bosnia. I think England will have a pretty good warm-up match. Obviously, Jude Bellingham played in Champions League final, so I don't think he's going to be quite available for that match, or the Iceland match. But I think England are going to triumph 4-0 against Bosnia. And against Iceland, they'll probably just win like a 3-1 as well. And speaking of the Euros, Romania is also playing a couple friendlies before their inevitable showdown against Belgium, Slovakia and Ukraine. But first they shall play against Bulgaria, and I think that's going to be a close one. I think it's going to be like a 2-1. But Bulgaria haven't been the best of national teams in my opinion. But against us, it's going to be like quite of a head-to-head warm-up for us. So I think 2-1 Romania will win that one. And then we have Liechtenstein, which will be pretty much just a proper warm-up game. The only game that really kind of matters in this international friendly period before the Euros is that Bulgaria match. But yeah, 2-1. But overall, 2-1 Romania, Bulgaria, and a 4-0 big victory against Liechtenstein, probably. But if we draw against Liechtenstein, that does not give me hope for the group stage once we get to the Euros. But speaking of the Euros, I will have my predictions at the ready as soon as I can, and I'll also have a look at the football shirts. So expect a couple more videos, just not the Football Weekly Ramblings type, as this series is kind of going on a hiatus, I suppose. And lastly, with other news, Saint Etienne is back in League One, which is good, as when they relegated, the DEF has pretty much protested at that. I mean, Saint Etienne is kind of a notable club in French football, so it's good to see them back, but we shall see how they do in Liga again. And yeah, lastly, this was Football Weekly Ramblings. I've been consistently uploading these videos for this series, and this isn't goodbye with this series. I will continue to upload videos of this series in the future, but right now I'm just kind of taking a break, as this episode hasn't been that eventful, I guess, compared to previous episodes. And yeah, that's all there is to it. I've discussed about Conference League, Champions League, my thoughts about the international friendly predictions, and the Ronaldo situation, and that's pretty much the end of the video. I've been Average Giant, and till next time.